Hello, and welcome to the second video in my series of guides on how to use the coding website Scratch. In this video, I'll be explaining how to use movement coding blocks as well as character X and Y positions and character direction. By now, you probably know how to make a project in Sprite, and if you don't, I recommend you watch the first video. But there's still more to learn about sprites and codings that I haven't quite explained yet, so let's get into that now. Every sprite that you make has their own position and direction value. That's essentially what movement blocks are used for. If you want to manually change these values for an individual sprite, you can click on it and look in the hotbar above to adjust its values. I recommend doing this if you're planning on adjusting a sprite position one time, otherwise you should do code to automatically adjust it. You can adjust the sprite's X or Y values to change the sprite's location and where it is in the project. Positive X and Y values will make your sprite go more top right, and negative will make it go more bottom left. You can also adjust the sprite's direction, essentially rotating the sprite to face whatever direction you want. When you click on a sprite's direction, you can also choose 3 different options. All around is the default option, makes so your sprite faces in the direction it's set to. Left/right makes it so the sprite flips or stays the same depending on if the direction's facing negative or positive. And don't move makes it so the sprite, doesn't move no matter what direction it's facing. Now for the part you're probably more interested in, the code blocks. In this video, we'll be talking more specifically about the motion category of blocks. I'll be explaining how each individual one works. Move 10 steps is a block where you can edit the number. There's many of these. When the block is activated, it will move the sprite by however many steps you set it to. It doesn't just move forward, but it moves in whatever direction the sprite's facing. Turn clockwise 15 degrees and turn counterclockwise 15 degrees are also blocks where you can edit the number. When the block is activated, the sprite will turn its direction however much you set it to be. Go to random position will set your sprite's X and Y coordinate to a random number. You can edit the block to go either to the coordinates of wherever the mouse pointer is or even a different sprite. Go to X, Y will make the sprite go to whatever coordinates you set it as. Glide 1 seconds to random position is similar to go to random position, but instead of instantly moving to the location, it will slide to the position and however long you set the time to. Glide 1 seconds to XY is like a mix of the previous two, where the sprite will slide into whatever coordinates you set it to in what amount of time. Point in direction will make it so the sprite points in whatever direction you set it to. Point towards mouse pointer will make it so the sprite points towards the mouse pointer. It can also point towards a different sprite. Change X and change Y will change the sprites by whatever amount you set it to. Set X and set Y will set the sprites to whatever X or Y coordinate you set the number to be. When you activate the block, if on edge bounce, the sprite will check if it's on the edge of the screen and bounce in the opposite direction it's facing. Set rotation style will change the sprite's rotation style to either all around, left/right, or don't move without you needing to change it manually. And lastly, you can click on the X position, Y position, and direction checkboxes to display on screen the position and directions of your sprite without needing to look in the code. And that's all for today. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask in the comments and I'll try my best to respond. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.